Hey, everybody. I hope you've had a wonderful start to your week. I hope your Monday was wonderful. My Monday was very busy, and I'm so glad to be here talking to you. And I'm actually kind of excited about it. I'm always excited about the topics, but this is kind of super cool. So it's God's wanted me to tell you that He's never late. He's always on time. It made me think of all the millions of tiny things that what we think coincidences, but they're not really, but events that had to occur for Jesus to be born. The father, Salmon, was the father of Boaz, whose mother was Rahab. Rahab was the harlot. So we had to convert a prostitute, which is in the line of Christ, and who became a wonderful, godly woman. And it was the Battle of Jericho, and the walls were all falling down, and the city was being sieged, and she had to live because she was the mother of Boaz. Boaz is the father of Obed, whose mother was Ruth. So Ruth's husband had to die in a foreign country so that Naomi would come back here, and Ruth would come with her, and she would marry Boaz and have Jesse. Obed-Edom was the father of Jesse. So they had Obed, and then Obed had Jesse, and Jesse was the father of David. This was all the line of kings. And David had many children, and his line gave birth to the line of Christ, which was the line of Judah, which was the line of kings, because it was foretold that Jesus would come from the line of kings. So the fact that Jesus was born with the lineage that he was born with is extraordinary. And we have to understand that God is going through extreme lengths that we don't see. He works behind the scenes. He makes things happen for us. He makes opportunities. He opens doors for us. And it is a gift. But can you imagine the cosmic power that it takes of God to make these events happen? The planning that it took for God to make this happen. Before the foundation of the earth, he knew who was going to be where and do what and who was going to be born. And your life was planned for you. Wonderful, beautiful, good things that God has for you. And like me, you may be waiting for the fulfillment of God's promise in your life, or promises. Maybe he's spoken many promises to you, but I can guarantee you that they will come to pass. There's this verse that says, I bow before your holy temple as I worship. I praise your holy name. I praise your name for your unfailing love and faithfulness, for your promises are backed by all the honor of your name. God will never let one of his promises not go fulfilled because he is honorable. He can be nothing less than honorable. And he's coming soon to answer your prayers, to fulfill your promises. He's called the coming one, and he's coming soon. Find the verse. It's a pretty cool verse. I want you to get your excitement up. I want you to wait expectantly for the Lord. Sing praises for him. Continually sing praises. Remember that God inhabits the praises of his people. If you want God to be near you, sing praises to him. Worship him. Sing. Because when Satan fell, we took his place as the worshipers of heaven. And we need to worship. So many things happen when we worship. Prison cells shake, earthquakes happen, lives are turned around. Start praising God. Start singing to him. Feel his presence when you praise him. I'm sorry, it was so close to my face. I was like, that's just not right. He's coming soon. And when he does come, I want you to know it's going to be right on time. God's never late and he's never early. He is exactly right on time. And we may not understand what that is, what his on time is, but I'm so grateful for his right on time. because he planned everything out before the foundation of the earth, I'm able to have a relationship with him again. He knew that there would be separation. He knew that the enemy would come and try to hurt us. He knew that he would come and try to steal from us. But we can always go to the Father, who is our advocate. We can always go to him and ask for grace and help and strength. It's going to happen soon. The coming one is coming. I am so grateful for everything, for the millions of tiny miracles that it took for me to be right here to share this message with the people who needed to hear it. Not every message is for everyone, and you're supposed to test the spirits and see if they're from God and ask, is this message for me? Is this what God is trying to tell me in this season of my life? Because you don't ever want to grab onto something that doesn't belong to you, because it will cause an awful hot mess in your life. And it's okay if this message isn't for you. There'll be another message. God speaks to each one of us in different ways. Hang in there. Don't give up. Keep seeking the Lord. Keep reading his word. Keep going to church. Find a Bible study. Make Christian friends. Build yourself a community. But don't shut out people who aren't of God completely, because then you don't have anybody to share your good news with. Ask God to give you wisdom and discernment to make new friends. And when you're stronger in the Lord, then you can go back to your old friends and share the love of Christ with them. Let them see how much you've changed. Let them see what God has done in your life. Christianity is not for the faint of heart. It takes courage. And I believe you have that courage. And if you lack that courage, ask God for courage. He will give it to you abundantly if you ask for it. He is faithful. So today, I encourage you to be kind, to lend hope to someone, to share the love of Christ when you can. And as you go, remember that everything that is happening is on purpose. It may not seem like it's the right thing. It may seem a little weird. It might seem frightening, because I'm certain Joseph didn't think he was going to end up in a pit. Remember, he ended up second in command under Pharaoh. It was Pharaoh and Joseph. God had a plan. Trust that God has a plan for your life. And he is right on time. And he's always on time. Never late, always on time. And tonight, when you lay down, I pray that you sleep sweet. I pray that God gives you peace. You lay down in peace and you wake up in peace and you dream dreams, and that you find answers in your dreams, that God speaks to you while you sleep. I love you so very much. Sleep sweet tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless.